Yeah, Tolani. Hello and good morning, everyone. Can you see my screen, Tolani? Can you hear my voice? Everything is okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, my name is Yasir, and this is our fourth lecture of Tourism and International Development series. And this basically today we will discuss the relationship between international tourism and sustainable development. The relationship is vital for understanding how tourism can contribute to long-term development goals while minimizing negative impact on communities and environmental. So, have you got any question or any?
No.
Okay, okay. So, have you received your yesterday's lecture? I think so. You will get by tomorrow.
Uh, I have to check my email.
Yeah, you will get tomorrow recording. I think so. You
Oh,
you wasn't in yesterday. Oh,
sorry?
you wasn't in yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, right. So we will cover today we will cover three main, objectives. Yeah, sorry. Today we will cover three main objectives in today's session. First, we will explain the impact of tourism in emerging destinations. Then we will talk about analyze the relationship between international tourism and sustainable development, and then finally we will evaluate how tourism can be used to meet international development goals. Sustainability and CRS or social responsibility and sustainability, corporate social responsibility. Accountants play a critical role not only in financial reporting but also in maintaining a high standard of public interest and social responsibility. So, this duty extends beyond the office setting as accountants are expected to contribute positively to society. So, in terms of sustainability, the widely accepted definition from the UN's Brundtland report emphasizes meeting present needs without hindering future generation from meeting theirs. So, the concept of corporate social responsibility emphasize a business commitments to its community and society in large. CSR entails obligations towards local communities, stakeholders, and global society, promoting ethical business practices, a commonly used framework in sustainability. So, in the triple bottom line, which encompasses economic, social, and environmental dimensions, if you look at here. So, uh, financially, this involves organizational profitability and the well being of clients, supports, and local businesses. Socially, it includes support for employees, local communities, and regions where the business operates. And environmentally, the focus shifts to reducing energy consumptions, pollutions, and ensuring responsible resource management. Accountants therefore play an integral role in embedding these values within financial and operational uh, practices. Sustainability and CSR. As previously emphasized, accountants' roles stretch beyond financial oversight to ensure adherence to social and environmental responsibilities. Sustainability, defined by the Brundtland report, aligns with a commitment to balance between current resources utilizing and future needs, utilizing and future needs. Uh, uh, Corporate social responsibility builds on these principles by urging businesses focuses on their responsibilities to local communities and societies. So this we discussed previously three bottom lines. So that three bottom lines uh, model economic, social, and environmental. Here, the social, economic, social, and environmental. So, economic, social, and environmental provides a structured way for accountants to address these responsibilities. Economically, accountant ensures organizational profitability. Environmentally, accountants play a role in driving the organizations to adopt less energy intensive practices, reduce pollutions, and support resources management policies. Basically, this approach ensures that accountants professionally promote sustainability on multiple fronts with their organization. Risk from improper practice. Operational risk is talking about to potential losses an organizational may suffer due to failure in internal process, human error or external events. This form of risk diverse, encompassing internal fraud, external fraud, employment practices, workplace safety, client interactions, physical assets management, business disruptions, and system failure. So, such risks are classified by factors like reputation, litigations, process, personal systems, and legal aspects. Particularly serves type of severe type of operational risk is event risk. Uh, Event risk arise from unexpected single event that, while rare, may ensure substantial damage. Event risks are further categorized by their sources, including physical, social, political, and economic factors. So each classification of operational risk and event risk needs careful monitoring and management to protect the organization's stability and reputation. Sustainable tourism. Sustainable. Any questions so far, Thurani? Everything is
No.
good? Okay, sustainable tourism focuses on fulfilling the needs of present day tourists and host regions while ensuring that future opportunities are not compromised. This approach is a comprehensive management strategy that aims to address social, economic, and atheistic needs while respecting cultural heritage, ecological processes, biodiversity, and life supporting system. Sustainable tourism prioritize responsible resources used to ensure that tourism remains beneficial for both current and future generation. In a sense, sustainable tourism is a balanced strategy integrating immediate uh, tourist needs with long-term sustainability goals. Uh, situation of the tourism in Spain. Globally, tourism has become a significant source of employment and economic activity. In Spain, in particular, exemplifies the trend where tourism sustainability contributes to the national economy. There is an international, consensus on importance of tourism in stimulating economic growth regardless of a country's level of development. Tourism not only boosts local economies but is also increasingly valued for its capacity to foster sustainable and stable growth. With time, the tourism industry is increasingly being viewed as a strategic sector critical to the economic framework for many nations. Tourism in Spain represent a model of how strategic development in tourism can drive broad economic and social benefits. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Here are the concepts of balanced, sustainable, and inclusive growth. Balanced, sustainable, and inclusive growth are a central concept in modern economics. Development, balanced growth advocate for equilibrium across various sectors, ensuring that industries grow proportionally to support a stable economy. Sustainable growth focuses on meeting current demands without depleting resources that future generation may needs. The forum of growth emphasize renewable resources, energy efficiency, and minimal environmental impact. Inclusive growth is context emphasize equitable distribution of economic benefits. It aims to raise medium income, balance urban and rural development, and ensure equal opportunities for all social groups. Achieving these type of growths requires balancing uh, internal and external economic factors, maintaining financial sustainability, and minimizing relative uh, 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 poverty. So these balanced approaches contribute to a stable and inclusive economy that support long-term prosperity for all social groups. You can visit and watch this video for persuasion science if you want to. Tourism and sustainable development. Sustainable tourism development integrates the needs of visitors and residents while ensuring that both the natural and built environment are preserved for future uh, generations. From a demand side or market focused perspectives, visitor businesses, transport operators, and tourism boards play important role in shaping tourism. On the supply side, infrastructures, local authorities, and community groups work together to provide resources and services that support tourism sustainability. This dynamic is often described as the balance between demand and supply in tourism, where visitor needs align with resources offered by destinations. When managed effectively, sustainable tourism helps protect cultural integrity, preserve biodiversity, and sustain the life supporting ecosystem important for long term prosperity in the tourism sector. The balance between visitor expectations and destinations resources is essential in ensuring that tourism remains a viable, environmentally respectful, and socially supportive economic sector. Any question, Tulani? Any
Mm.
sustainable of the natural and cultural environment? Sustainability in tourism and especially important because of the industry is reliance on unspoiled landscape, local heritage and resources. Tourism is depend on the appeal of these elements, making it important for the sectors to practice sustainable use of resource such as water and energy. Preserving cultural and natural assets along with biodiversity is essential, and this preservation can be accomplished through actions like expanding and carefully managing protected areas. The tourism sectors needs to actively protect these assets rather than endanger them. Uh, Additionally, tourism contribution to climate change, especially through emissions from transport and accommodations, is a significant concern. Effect planning is essential to minimize these impacts, particularly in areas vulnerable to climate change, such as coastal regions. So, the industry must also adopt sustainable practice such as reducing water and energy using to lessen its environmental footprints. Implementing controls like planning, certifications, and financial incentives is essential to support sustainable development in tourism. Tourism is one of the most dynamic economic sectors worldwide, benefiting both development and developing nations due to its extensive supply chain. So this supply chain links tourism to numerous upstreams and downstreams industries, which amplifies its economic impact in developing and least developed countries. Tourism is increasingly popular with these regions now attracting almost half of all international tourist arrivals. Assets such as unique landscape, cultural heritage, wildlife, and favorable climate make these areas well suited for tourism, offering a viable path to economic growth. Tourism serve as a primary source of foreign exchange earnings and often play a key role in economic development, particularly in region where their other options are limited. So tourism contributes positively to poverty reduction by generating income and employment opportunities. Some countries, as the Maldives, Cape Verde have even graduated from the least development countries status, with tourism playing a significant role in this economic transformation. A major force of development, it has a number of negative aspects. While tourism fosters economic growth, it is also notable contributor to climate change, producing approximately 5% of global CO emission. These emissions mainly come from transportation and tourism facilitation, such as accommodation. Additionally, pollution of land and water due to inadequate waste management by tourism businesses, and the actions of tourism possess significant environmental changes in mainly locations. Tourism facilities, especially resorts, consume large amount of land, energy, and water. In some areas, resorts may use far more water per person than the local population, causing strain on resources. In light of this, sustainable practices are essential to minimize tourism environmental footprint and ensure the sectors does not deplete valuable resources needed by local community. Any questions so far?
No.
So also tourism development, when improperly managed, can severely impact biodiversity in sensitive regions, cultural heritage sites to uh, or at risk of visitor management practices are not uh, thoughtfully designed and implemented. Social issues can also rise from tourism as local communities may face restricted access to land and resources. Increased crime, exploitations, and risk to social and cultural values may occur due to an influx of tourists and related economic activities. Despite tourism capacity to create jobs, the quality of employment in the sectors varies with poor working conditions, sometimes present. So the economic success of tourism is sensitive to external factors such as economic conditions, natural disasters, and security issues. These factors can influence the demand for tourism but may also result in quick recovery when conditions improve. Sustainable tourism growth. Tourism is obviously we know that one of the fastest growing industry globally. So with an average growth rate of around here is 5%. So projection uh, indicate that the number of international travelers may nearly double by 2020 compared to figure from 2006. Between 1995 and 2005, the industry expanded by 25%, and today it accounts for 10% of globally, uh, today it's a 10% of global economic, activity, making it major generator of employment. So for many developing countries, tourism provides a vital source of foreign exchange income, helping them to support their economies. Globally, tourism ranks as the sixth largest contributor to international trade, following sectors such as fossil fuels, telecommunications, and agriculture. So, this growth emphasized the need for sustainable practices to maintain the sector's long term viability. Any questions so far?
No.
Trends, global tourism trends. So, accurately quantifying tourism on a global scale present challenges, yet the World Travel and Tourism Council established that tourism generate 11% of global GDP and support 200 million jobs worldwide. So, tourism is responsible for transporting nearly 700 million international travelers each year and contribute 10.4% of the world total GDP. Yeah, 10.4% of world total GDP. Uh, for 83% of countries, tourism is one of the top five exports, and for 38%, it is the main source of foreign income. Domestic tourism, which is expand to growth strongly, is estimated to be approximately 10 times larger than the international tourism. So, in terms of global tourism arrivals, Europe, the America, East Asia, and the Pacific account for 80%, with Europe making up nearly two-thirds. International tourism arrivals are anticipated to adopt by 2020. So, highlighting the increasing importance of sustainable tourism practices to handle this expected growth responsibly. Behavioral, uh, basically behavioral shifts in tourism. So, tourism behavior has evolved considerably with greater environmental awareness and travel experience shaping tourists' choices. So, today, travelers prioritize quality, value, and environmentally friendly destinations. Uh, Older adults and individuals with disabilities are traveling from more frequently, reflecting broader accessibility improvement. The rise of technology, particularly the internet, has transformed the tourism sectors, making information more accessible to tourists. Additionally, a trends towards more frequent but shorter trips throughout the year has emerged. So, with tourism destinations increasingly focusing on sustainable development and quality experiences. Any questions so far?
No.
Right, so this is agenda of sustainable development by 2030. Agenda for sustainable development is a global initiative that aims to address pressing challenges through sustainable and inclusive growth. It covers critical areas such as poverty, elevations, environmental conservations, and equitable resource management. Setting the stage of global corporations. So this initiative is built around specific sustainable development goals, each with unique targets to help create a more just, sustainable, and peaceful world. So, tourism plays a sustainable role in achieving these goals, serving as catalyst for economic development, social inclusiveness, and environmental sustainability. Goal 10, 11, 12, and 13's goal 10 aims to reduce inequalities within the within and between countries. Tourism, when developed inclusively, can help communities engage in economic activities that reduce disparities. It has the potential to bring economic benefit to both urban and rural areas, helping to balance regional inequalities. Goal 11 focuses on making cities inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. Cities with effective tourism management can create environments that benefit both residentials and tourists. So, sustainable tourism initiatives can lead to better urban infrastructures, accessible public spaces, and the preservation of cultural heritage. Goals 12 emphasize the needs for responsible consumptions and productions patterns. The tourism sectors can drive this shift by adopting sustainable practices that minimize waste and energy use while promoting local cultural and products. So, through the Sustainable Tourism Program of the 10-year framework of programs on sustainable consumptions and productions, tourism stakeholders are encouraged to implement resources efficient initiatives. 13 Goal 13 addresses climate change, highlighting the need for urgent actions to combat its effects. Tourism both affects and it's affected by climate change. So the sector must adopt sustainable practices, shifting to renewable energy resources and resourcing and reducing energy consumptions. Particularly in transportation and accommodations are critical steps. Here's 14. Yeah, then 14, 15, 16, 17, 14 focuses on uh, conserving ocean, seas, and marine resources, coastal and maritime tourist, which heavily relies on healthy marine ecosystems, must align with sustainable practices to protect marine life. Uh, 15 is dedicated to protecting terrestrial ecosystems, combating deforestations and desertifications, and preserving biodiversity. Sustainable tourism can protect biodiversity by promoting conservation of forest, landscape, and natural heritage. 16 Goal 16 advocates for peaceful, inclusive societies and accessible justice for all. Tourism fosters intercultural understanding, which can promote peaceful societies. Then, Goal 17 strengthens the means for sustainable development through partnerships. Tourism's cross sectors natural provide a platform for public-private corporations, integrating stakeholders at all levels to work collaboratively on sustainable development. So, partnership are essential to achieving SDG as they combine resources, knowledge, and expertise to promote tourism as a force for sustainable growth. Again, you can see this how tourism can contribute to sustainable development goals. These are goal 13s, 14, 15, 16. We already discussed. Here are some references for further reading, and also you can get material on your learning management system. So, this is sustainable development goals provide a comprehensive framework to address global challenges. Tourism, as a diverse and expensive sector, has a unique role in supporting these goals. By promoting economic growth, environmental protection, cultural understanding, and partnerships, tourism can drive progress towards a sustainable future, ensuring the prosperity and preservation of communities and ecosystem worldwide. So that's it for today, Thulani. Any questions, concerns, or issues? Okay, thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you next weekend, same as at 12 o'clock. Okay. So this change was only for today, 10 o'clock. So next weekend, I'll see you next Saturday, 10 o'clock for our last session, which is a assignment session. Thank you very much, Tolani, for joining me this morning, and have a good day ahead. Okay. Thanks, and
Thank
bye
you.
for now. Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.